Hey guys, welcome to the Multiplayers episode 4. My name is Darth Cinema, and if you're wondering why you can't see my incredibly handsome face today, that's because there's a reason. I feel like shit right now. I'm not feeling good, so I don't want to look like death threw me up and just put me on a couch in front of this laptop. So yeah, I'm just going to save you all the trouble, and you can look at this wonderful anime-inspired version of myself. So yes, what you read, to guys, we're going to be talking about some more gaming news. And let's start with Destiny, the Taken King. Obviously, we've got a lot of news based on that has come out recently. Though the biggest shocker, I think, is, well, I don't know if it's a shock to anyone. It really depends on how you think. It shocked me that not only will Peter Dinklage not be voicing the ghost in The Taken King, but all of his audio from the original Destiny release will be erased and replaced by Nolan North. Which really that doesn't surprise me, because when you ever need someone in the video game industry to do voice acting, you either call Troy Baker or Nolan North, because they seem to do fucking everything.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. Yeah, some of Peter Dinklage's lines fell flat, but you know what? It really didn't bother me like I think it bothered a lot of other people. I was just bothered that Destiny's story seemed really gutted for DLC. But some people think it's because of that poor performance, how it was received by critics and gamers alike. That's what led to Dinklage being replaced. Some people think it's because of his schedule with Game of Thrones clashed with this. This is why there really isn't new ghost audio for The Dark Below or the House of Wolves DLC.
Yeah.
Really, what do you think about this, Joe? I forgot to introduce you guys. Oh my gosh! See, I feel like. Yeah, this is Joe. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Well, a little late, but okay, here we go. So, what do you think about Dinklage being replaced? You played Destiny, correct?
Yeah.
What's your take on this?
Peter Dinklage was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool that they brought him in, but I love the Uncharted games, so I'm actually kind of hyped for this, and it would probably make me want to play Destiny even more now.
Yeah, now we all just gotta wonder what kind of voice is he gonna give it.
Oh yeah, true. Didn't he play Deadpool in the Deadpool game too?
Yep. Oh yeah. God, please! If they ever made a DLC where we could have Deadpool's voice with that, please, I'd buy it.
That'd be great.
Take my money, run up and take my money.
Yeah. Deadpool trailer comes out tonight.
Yes, guys, in about
I know it's
2 hours, non-gaming related, but in about 2 hours, Conan on TBS. It's going to be rated TV MA, which
perfect.
Apparently this trailer is so not suitable for work that they had to rate it mature. Because the Deadpool trailer, the Red Band, is finally coming out, and we're all really damn excited about it. Seriously, if I do the Everything show with Matrix later tonight, we are stopping to do a reaction to that.
Nice.
So, speaking of which, shout out to Matrix Lord 212 for the Everything show, which is having its 400th episode tonight on August 4th. So if you're watching after this, go to Matrix Lord 212's channel, check out the Everything show and the Real Whovians cast. So after that shameless plug-in, let's talk about a little more Destiny. So this next article really saddened me, because Destiny's Year 1 legendary weapons will be staying behind in Year 2. So Game Informer has their new article for their September issue is all about the Taken King. So of course, when you have this big update, an update which a lot of people say this new expansion will be bigger than the original release of the game.
Oh yeah.
There's obviously going to be changes. So here's what it is. Our recent visit to Bungie headquarters confirmed what many fans have suspected for some time. Older legendary armor and weapons from across Destiny's first year are not set to progress in power as Year 2 begins. Simultaneously, dozens of new weapons and armor pieces are entering the game in an effort to revitalize the collection and discovery experience of the game. Based on our time with the game, strong Year 1 gear will serve players well for the opening hours of the Taken King, but new weaponry and armor will rapidly replace older items, both because of interesting new perks, but also for increased attack or defense values. Really, all I care about is the light, and like that's the one thing that really shocks me about this. It's the level cap is to 40. And right now, the level cap's at 34. 6 new levels just for his big expansion. I honestly thought we'd be going to level 50 or something for this.
So didn't they say they were taking away the light now? Like it's just going to be levels now or something? I don't remember. I didn't read an article, but I heard they were taking away the light or something.
I think light will still be a big portion of the game.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the thing. Because if you take away light, pretty much leveling stopped at 20, and then everything after that, you had to use light to level up, and that made the game much more difficult in terms of like how far you had to grind to get that gear. Like I only just recently got to level 34 because I had to get the strikes on the Taken King, and I had to get like the Kel Hunter's chest piece. had to get the Kel Hunter's like sight or whatever, the helmet from Barry.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously. This is their take on it. Initial reaction to Destiny's plans for old legendary gear for many longtime players will be sadness. As someone who is going to miss my vision of Confluence, I share in the pain. However, I was lucky enough to get to experiment with many of the new weapons that are on offer in the Taken King, and many of the new weapons offer genuinely novel shooting experiences. While part of me enjoyed the chance to bring some of my old standbys into the recent House of Wolves expansion, I found after several weeks that I was uninterested in many of the new weapons, since few were as comfortable to shoot as existing favorites, particularly some of the older raid weapons. I am excited to try out new options in the coming year, especially even if I'll always have a special place in my heart for Fatebringer and its cousins. This I definitely agree with, because now I've actually been playing in the Iron Banner last week, and I saw that everyone and their mother had either the Thorn or the Last Word hand cannon. So I really hope that we can finally get some better weapons and put those ones to rest. That and the Galahorn, seriously, honest to God, I was actually in a raid with one of my friends, and they got like 3 Galahorns.
Oh my God.
I'm like, dude.
I don't even have one yet.
Neither do I.
Oh my God.
Obviously. So I guess this is a great way to revitalize it. Bring new weapons into the mix. Bring new cool designs into it, and seriously, it's good. Right now, the new weapon I have is Her Mercy, which is a hand cannon. Yeah, a legendary hand cannon that's offered in the House of Wolves expansion, which is actually pretty good, all things considered. Though I do find myself having to refill ammo quite a bit now, especially if I'm participating in raids.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have the Her Mercy hand cannon, guys, you better stock up on those ammo refill packs you get at the armory, because you're gonna need them. So let's talk about. There's also another one. They also are restructuring the leveling. I'm actually. I think this may actually have to do with what you literally just told me. Hold on.
Oh.
Perhaps, if it loads.
Yeah. Well, I have something in the meantime if you want.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it says Halo 2 is announced for Xbox One and Windows 10 at Gamescom 2015. Microsoft has surprised fans at Gamescom with news that Halo Wars would be returning in 2016. Halo Wars is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 next year. Oh my God, now it stopped loading. Most existingly of all, the game is being developed by strategy specialist Creative Assembly, the team behind the Total War series. Microsoft saved the announcement until the very end of its conference, showing fans a teaser trailer that was sadly short of gameplay footage. And it says, during the same conference, Microsoft unveiled Crackdown 3, showed gameplay footage of Scalebound, and revealed that Game of Thrones star Aidan Gillen would appear in Quantum Break.
Who is appearing?
Aidan Gillen?
Aiden Gill. I know Sean Ashmore, or I believe that's Iceman, to a lot of you who've watched the X-Men films, and also, really dating myself here, if you watched the old god-awful Animorphs TV show, I believe he was Jake. Yeah, I liked Animorphs. Seriously, that was a good book series, and since Goosebumps was being made into a movie, guys, get a good Animorphs movie. We can have that. Let me see. All right, hold on. All right. Destiny the Taken King redesigns leveling from 1 to 40. Okay. Our recent visit to Bungie provided us with hours of hands-on impressions detailing this month's magazine cover story, and one of the major changes we learned about is a new approach to leveling. Players earn XP by killing monsters, completing missions, and turning in bounties, as has always been the case. But that experience now feeds directly into your level progression, all the way from 1 to the new level cap of 40. Meanwhile, weapons and armor continue to provide increased power to your character, with new gear unlocking for use as you level up. The conflation of gear and character level led to this place where your identity was determined by things outside of your control, says creative director Luke Smith. We don't want to do that. We were also told that Destiny's loot system will now pay closer attention to the loot you already have received when determining an appropriate drop, so that players will more consistently receive armor and weapons that provide meaningful power growth. Holla frickin' Luya! Items that vary their gear slot from one drop to the next, and fewer drops of items that player has already attained. Finally, Bungie, you fucking get it! We hate RNG! We hate the fucking random number generator! Whoever thought that was a good idea? Seriously, come over here, I need to slap you. No, seriously. I bet many Destiny players will probably share my thoughts and share my feelings on when you're playing in a PvP arena and you're going absolutely ham. You're going like 20-0, and then you have this one guy who's either trolling the team or he's honestly new to the game, which isn't that bad. And yet he gets the legendary weapon and you get jack shit. I hate that.
Yeah.
So, going to what you said, though, about Halo Wars 2, I'm very excited about that. And
I've never played Halo Wars.
Halo Wars is a strategy game. It's a real-time strategy game. I only play real-time strategy games on my PC. My favorite being Star Wars Empire at War and its expansion, Forces of Corruption. Seriously, guys, if you haven't played that, look for one, play it. It's one of the best Star Wars real-time strategies you will get, and there's a ton of mods available for it, especially even Republic at War, which is a Clone Wars mod for that. God, it is awesome. So, yeah, Halo Wars 2, I'm actually really excited to see where they're going to go with this. Yeah. So, let's see, anything else you got?
I didn't even know this was a thing. But if it loads now it's not going to load. Okay.
Technical difficulties, people.
Yeah. Okay. Says Metal Gear Online gets delayed to October on consoles and January on PC.
Wow.
Stop. Not loading.
Did you say Metal Gear Online?
Yeah. Says Metal Gear fans will have to wait a bit longer for Metal Gear Online to come out. Originally scheduled to launch alongside Metal Gear 5. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, the multiplayer title, won't see release until October 6th on consoles and January 2016 on PC. Metal Gear Online will serve as the Phantom Pain's dedicated squad-based competitive multiplayer component. It introduces the tactical team operations and introduces a class system designed to define the strengths and abilities of player characters on the battlefield. Konami recently announced that the Phantom Pain is set to make its PC debut early than originally scheduled. The PC version of the upcoming release, which was previously penciled in for a September 15th launch, will now release alongside console iterations on September 1st.
All right.
I didn't even know they were doing an online thing.
Well, speaking of which, hold on. Let me. Whoop. Nope. Where is it? Okay. This I really need to address, and it's a good thing you brought this up. There's been something. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. Now, anyone who's been watching the Konami recently has known about how the company has been in a downward spiral.
Yep.
As of late, it's getting worse.
Silent Hills. Cough, cough.
It is getting abso-fucking-lutely worse. Hold on one moment. Okay. Konami is treating its staff like prisoners, apparently. And this is a report on Nikkei, the corporate culture at Konami, home of Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Pro Evolution Soccer. The corporate culture hasn't only soured over the past few years, but it has become almost terrifyingly Orwellian. So these are all the things that have happened, and this is based on these allegations have been submitted. Now pretty much everyone knows about it now. Everyone's talking about it. Kojima Productions, the studio behind the upcoming Metal Gear Solid 5, and long famous as a brand of its own, is now simply known as Number 8 Production Department. So they stripped them of their title. The computers in this section, they say, and as we reported on earlier this year, this is Kotaku talking, are allegedly not connected to the internet and are only able to send internal messages. So they stripped Kojima Productions of the internet.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it gets worse. They report that employees leaving the company offices during their lunch break are having their absences monitored with time cards. Those who stay out too long are having their names announced throughout the company. Public shaming, because that always works so well, doesn't it? There are cameras in the office corridors that are not there for security, but rather to monitor the movements of Konami's own employees.
Holy crap.
And it says that most Konami employees do not have their own permanent company email addresses. Staff who must deal with people outside the company, such as sales and PR, do, however. Everyone else routinely has their address randomized and changed every few months. Note, Konami employee emails are typically a few letters followed by a string of numbers. But this random email changing has been going on at Konami for a few years. A while back, one Konami employee told them that this was done to prevent headhunting. Over the years, he had seen developers with company email addresses, but this might have changed recently. We all know why. This is because companies, obviously, people are going to want to leave Konami, and you have companies that will want the talent that Konami has. Konami doesn't want that.
Yeah.
That's why they're changing it, so you can't contact anyone.
I'd quit.
Right.
I'd be out.
This though is where it gets really, really sad. Konami game developers who are not seen as useful are reassigned to jobs as security guards, cleaning staffs at the company's fitness clubs, or roles at a Pache slot machine factory. This includes not just junior staff, but producers who have worked on well-known gaming titles. In 2013, Asahi News, one of Japan's largest newspapers, ran an interview with the former Konami staffer who allegedly went from game development to working in Konami's Pache slot factory, causing him to experience severe depression. And if you thought that was shady, this last one right here. One former employee, upon announcing on Facebook that they were leaving Konami and had got a job elsewhere, had the post monitored by Konami. They're saying that remaining Konami staff who liked the post were reshuffled within the company.
Oh my god.
Guys, Konami's dead. They are. If any one of these allegations are true, And considering that what we've been hearing about Konami with the recent spat, like I know Angry Joe, when he was at E3 and he was interviewing the people from Konami about Metal Gear Solid 5, they were telling him he's not allowed to reference Kojima. He was not allowed to talk about Kojima at all.
Right.
So yeah, this is really sad, and I don't like leaving these things on sour notes. So, do you have any more news before?
Yes, sir.
Please give us something more positive.
I want this, but okay. This Batman Arkham Knight mod lets you play as Alfred. The PC version of Batman Arkham Knight has redeemed itself somewhat thanks to a mod that lets players control Bruce Wayne's faithful butler, Alfred Pennyworth. The Be the Butler mod was created by enterprising coder TCHI6. I can't. TCHI6. Whatever. Who found a way to put players in control of the game's non-playable characters. Alfred's moveset is rather limited. He can't perform counterattacks or dual takedowns, but check out that roundhouse kick in the video above, which, yeah. I'll send you a link so you can put it in the description. The PC version of Batman Arkham Knight was temporarily moved from sale in June after users complained about bugs, crashes, and inferior frame rate. Rocksteady recently revealed that it is planning to release an interim patch for the game in August, which should address the technical issues and make improvements to system memory and RAM usage. The concluding chapter in Rocksteady's Arkham series has fared better on Xbox One and PS4, where they enjoyed the biggest launch of the year so far. I want to play as Alfred.
Yeah, everyone wants to play as Alfred. But also, yes, thank you for reminding me about Arkham Knight. Also, good news. The recent update, we did get to see that in addition to the Batmobile 1989 Batmobile pack and the Bat Family skin pack, Xbox One and PS4 gamers will be getting what was the Steam exclusive skins. We will be getting the Gotham Future skin pack, which includes the Dark Knight Returns and the completely redesigned Batman Beyond suit. Holy shit. I can tell you guys, this Batman Beyond suit looks fantastic. Now, it's not what I honestly expected that we would get, considering what we saw in Arkham City with the Batman Beyond costume. That one actually stuck really close to what the original suit for the Bruce Timm cartoon was actually done. It wasn't like this bulky armor thing. It was very much its own, like, you know, it looked like a spandex suit pretty much. And I think they did that really well, but I think this one has a certain appeal to it that I love it. And I think, like I already told a lot of my friends, I will probably be replaying the campaign. I probably won't try to 100% it, but I definitely will be replaying the story mode with the 1989 Batman skin, with the Jim Lee Batman skin, with the Batman Beyond skin. I will definitely be doing that because they look fantastic, and they should be. I would love to see just the impact that they would have on the story. I know you're thinking, oh, skin, what's that gonna do? Trust me, when you see the skin in the cinematics, it looks fucking beautiful.
I love that game.
It's a great game, and I really think they're starting to make up for it. Oh, final news, and this will make you happy. Joe, I need to know, were you disappointed with the challenge, with the AR challenges, that we didn't get challenge maps?
I haven't really played most of them. I play different games. I don't really. I'm halfway through the game, I think.
Well, Arkham City, just to fill you in, had another mode called Riddler's Revenge, which featured a bunch of different challenge maps that allowed you to play as Batman, Robin, Catwoman, and Nightwing. Pretty much you can interchange between any of those characters and have them play on any challenge map. Unfortunately, for Batman Arkham Knight's release, we were only subjected to very, very few challenge maps in the launch of the game, and that you were regulated to only having a certain character for a certain map. The dual team fighting is only Batman and Nightwing. There is no Robin mode. There's no Robin fighting. There's no Harley Quinn fighting. If you want to fight as Harley Quinn, you're going to need to play the story pack again. Same with the Red Hood. But this September, we will be getting the Crime Fighter Challenge map pack, which will reintroduce the classic scheme we all know and love, where they will introduce map packs that will allow you to play as Batman, Robin, Nightwing, or Catwoman, and possibly Red Hood and Harley as well, and go nuts in these challenge maps, which I'm really damn excited for.
Me too.
So, I think that's all the time we have today, because I do know you got to get going, Joe, and also we're probably going to be staying up for the Deadpool trailer, so...
Yep.
Which I will try to do a reaction to that, you guys. Please stay tuned on my channel for that. Because, yep, Deadpool is freaking awesome.
Perfect.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Multiplayers. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any articles that you would like us to comment on, please submit the link in the comment section below. We'll take a look. We'll talk about it. If it's gaming related, we'll talk about it. So unless we decide not to, but in most cases we'll. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm blown away that you guys are supporting this series. I kind of started on a whim because I'm like, hey, you know what? Why don't I start a podcast? This will be a lot of fun. But thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in our next episode. Game on, guys.
Peace.